Hey y'all. So what I'm doing here is swapping an L92 and 6L80E into my Ford Bronco. But I thought it'd be worth talking about a few things that I ran into on trying to get the transmission and transfer case out of my Bronco that may be helpful to other people, I think. One thing, and probably the biggest thing, is the cross member on these things. And here's mine sitting here right now. I moved it forward once I finally got it moved. But the cross member has, let me see, sorry if you're moving around all over the place. Too bad, so sad. So the cross member has some bolts that go into the top of it. Now I was able to get the nuts off without too much problem with a wobbly and extension and sticking the wrench up in here. But the bolts still hung down on top in through the top of the cross member, and I couldn't move it forward. So what happened was, or what I did, is I took my little jack here, which I assume you can do this on the ground as well, and I took like a board, this thing right there, and took my jack, put it up next to the floor like this, and jacked it up till I could get enough space to flex the floor up to get those bolts out, because otherwise that was not moving. Now there's another component to this that I didn't realize as well, and that is there is another bolt. Whoops. Or actually, it's probably a sheet metal screw or something like that, but it takes a 1/2-inch wrench to screw it out. That's screwed into the top of the cross member. So I got all the bolts that I could see out, and tried banging the thing forward, and it wouldn't move. And so finally, I figured out that this little bolt is in through the top. So you got to take your wrench, get that screwed up out of there, and then the cross member will easily move. I am leaving the cross member in right at the moment because I'm going to take my transfer case out first, and then the transmission, then finally the motor up and out of there, because I really don't want to tear apart the front of the cowl and all that stuff. The other thing is it has this bracket here on the transfer case that this had a bushing and a big old bolt that went up through here that's a bracket to the transfer case, and that bolted in here as well. So I ended up removing those to be able to drop this down. I'm going to pull this bracket off too here in just a few minutes, and then lower my transfer case off. Once this was out of the way enough so I could lower everything down, I could easily get my hand in up top to get the other bolt off the adapter to the NP205 transfer case. So I have one bolt holding it on right now, and so I'm gonna get my transmission jack under this thing and get this pulled off. So thought that might be useful for people to see and understand. Thank you.